Hi guys. Hello, my name is Alabi and you're welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you very much and you're welcome. And if this is your first time joining my YouTube channel, after this okay, yeah, good to have you guys here. So this video is like it's a continuation from where I stopped the last class. So just like I said, if you have a question, drop in the comment section, then I'm going to reply to you every time or do a video to explain further. And yeah, uh my last video was on, I think I talked about simple guitar chords and open chords in respect to referencing my first single, my heart cry. The link will be in the description. Also there will be a link to my to the previous video in the description um, button, basically the description part. Yeah, so you could see the link there. And yeah, I also at some point in time as well, I'll just put, okay, you're probably seeing it on the YouTube card right now, the link to my former the previous video. So just like I said, ask questions, I'll do video on that. So from the last class, um Victor asked a question. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce your other name very well. Victor Idio Demise, I guess. Yeah, so I'm so sorry. I'm not sure I got that right, but yeah, Victor was like, lovely video, sir. I have a few questions though. The 2 and 3, are those the names of the chords? Also, can you do a lecture on transition chords and also understanding those AB type of chords? Okay, yeah, so let me just dive right into it. Firstly, there's something about chord nomenclatures. Chords are being named by keys and some figures. For example, this, you would have heard things like a C major 7, like a C major 7, a D minor 7th, and stuff like that. So basically what they are saying is the root note of the key is on C for C major 7th, and there's a major 7th, there's a 7th C. Okay, so basically numbers are tonic surfers could be given other names. They are special names and we are technical names, and they can be named in numbers too. Technical names as do being the dominant, we have subdominant, submediant, mediant, and all of that. So maybe some other videos I could talk about that. And you can as well name them by figures for the what do you call it, the diatonic scale, the major scale, do re mi fa sol la ti do, right? You can name it as 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So in that last video when I was saying 2 3 and all that, I was basically speaking progression, talking about progressions, right? So progressions, just quick one, let me just give you progression means like how the chord moves from one, how the song goes like from one chord to another. Okay, for example, that song My Heart Cry, my song, was on E major. At some point I went from E to F sharp minor and all of that, then to a particular A flat chords and all of that. So basically I was going from 1 1 2 3 1 2 3. So those are the progressions at that point in time. So basically I was going from 1 2 3. Don't get it confused, don't get it twisted. This is not to say that this is the only chord of 2 that you can get. There are so many chords of 2 that you can have. This like a consonant minor chord. Yeah, same thing. The step higher, mi, and it can be like this. Then have something like, and even have your 3 as or, right? So basically there are several chords. So this is not to say that you saying 1 2 3 are the chords. No, those are the progressions. But for a particular tool, there are different chord qualities that you could actually play, right? So in the last video you can check. So I named the chords and as well taught how to pick them and how to plug them, basically how to fret them and all that. So yeah, so now going to the question, trying to answer the first part. I talked about I think I talked about the numbers already, which is the progression. Yeah, basically that's what I was referring to in the previous video. Then the next question, you said, can I talk about transition chords? So basically, transition chords means it's basically referring to your movement from a chord to another, like a chord shape to another. Okay, for example, for every song there's a progression. Using that same song as well, if I'm going from E, then I'm going to D, then to A flat. Oh, did I just say sorry? D to F to A flat. Those movements are my progressions. Then I'm transiting from one chord to another. The moving from one chord to another, those are the transition chords. So there is a thing, there are things to learn about it, how to move from one shape to another. For example, for this video I'll be using just a 2 chord progression. Let's use the D and the G. But to start with, let me teach you the shape of the G. I know, yeah, a lot of people might know it, but for the sake of any beginner learning this, watching this video, and you don't really know how to place your D chords or your G chords, I'll just show it to you very fast. So starting with the D, I'm sorry if I'm sounding too fast. So there's something in YouTube, you can always slow down the tempo, or you can go back to the just rewind a bit so you get. So I'm just basically trying to buy time so this video is not overly too long. So D shape starts from, just like I said, D, the open chords start from the open chord. By the way, open chords are chords that involves open notes. Basically, you can refer to my previous video to learn more about that. So for this D, this is D. You have your string number 4 is the root, is where the whole chord is starting from. That's the root note of the chord. Yeah, so the D is on open, string number 4, open. Then your your index finger, you fret down your index finger on string number 3, string fret number 2, like this. Then your middle finger, string number 1, fret number 2 still. Then your ring finger, string number 2, fret number 3. Then you have this. Right. So for the second chord, you have G. This is how I pick my G. I pick it as the G itself is string number 6. Then I fret down that G, my root note, with my middle finger on string number 6, fret number 3. Then I have my my index finger fretting down the string number 5, fret number 2, as this. Then you leave your string number 3 and string number 4 open. Then on your string number 2, you use your ring finger to fret down string number 2 at fret number 3. Then your pinky, your little finger, you fret down string number 1 still on fret number 3. So you have something like this, you have this shape. That's G. So for these transition chords, we'll be moving from D to G. So we can basically just strum 4 times, then back to the G and strum 4 times. Something like, yeah. Right? So moving from one key to the other, I'm going proper into the transitioning, right? The transition chord. So what I advise is this: you need to be consistent in how you move from one chord to another. For example, it's called transition chord because to start with, there are some fingers that might be fretting a particular string before, but for the next shape, because there are different shapes, definitely their assignments is going to be different. For example, on this string number, on this chord D, my middle finger was fretting down at string number 2, string number 1, fret number 2. But right now on G, that same middle finger is the one picking the root note on string number 6. Imagine it's coming from string number 1 to string number 6, and on a different fret. It was on fret 2 initially at D chord. Now on G chord is on fret number 3. So how you move is what we refer to transition. The transition, right? So to move from these two chords, I need it to be consistent, and I will advise that you move these two fingers together, because they are basically coming. These two fingers, I mean the index finger and the middle finger, you move them together to their new position. They are coming all the way from string number 3 and 1 respectively to 2 and 1 right now. Yeah. And for you to move, I'll advise your pinky for the D chords. Your pinky was not fretting down any notes before, but in this new chord, your pinky will be fretting down at string number 1. So there is a way you can do it, that as you're moving those index and middle finger, you're fretting down your pinky on your string number 1 fret 3. So something like this. Don't rush from this to see the movement all together. So you see some string buzzes and all of that, but there is a way we manage string buzzes and all that. So I'll get into that shortly as well. So to manage that string buzz, it is, for example, to manage that of string number 1, is the reason why I said it is better for you to, if possible, fret down your pinky first before even moving these two fingers. Start with, I know that people use some mute and all of that around the neck of the guitar. Yeah, there's that as well. So you can also mute with your right arm. Can be your beat at the same time, do the work of mute and all of that, but depending on the style of music you're playing to and your strumming pattern. So when we start talking about strumming pattern, we talk about how you manage all of this as well in that. So for you to be able to perfect your transitioning, there's something called the muscle memory that I would like us to learn. So basically what I tell my students is that when you learn different shapes, you've learned different shapes and all of that, then the next thing is for you to know how to transit from one chord to another very neatly and in such a way that your notes are pronounced and your movements are very neat. You write your movements. So talking about muscle memory, I do advise that students after a while try to rehearse and practice in darkness. Turn off all the lights and everything, so you're not seeing the fretboard, but you're able to memorize where what should be placed, right? So for us to practice this muscle memory, I'll advise that, for example, let me use the D shape for example. There's an exercise I give to people. This is what you do. You're basically fretting down with all those 3 fingers, right? Then what you do is, whenever you're transitioning from one chord to another, don't take your fingers too far away from the fretboard. Don't do this. Then come back. You're trying to buy time as well, even though you're using a metronome. Another thing you need is a metronome. You can download it on your phone, actually, Android, iOS. So I'm not promoting any product, but I mean any metronome out there, any metronome you can download online, and what that does is it keeps you to time. Time is being measured in BPM. You can set you can start with a slow tempo, so that it just keeps you in time, so that that's how you can measure the progress of your rehearsals. When you're able to perfect it on a particular tempo, after a while you can increase the tempo and play these chords or do transition chords and see how you're moving fast and all of that. So the exercise is you take it away and you place it back. Take it away, place it back. Take it away, place it back. Repeat this for as long as possible, couple of times. So what you're doing is that you're memorizing how your fingers are supposed to be placed on the strings, where they are supposed to be, and their shape. That's how we call it, the muscle memory. You're basically memorizing how the muscles of your finger is going to be placed on the guitar, right? So that's one thing that you need to perfect. That helps you to memorize the shape of the chords and when and how to place your fingers on the fretboard. Don't move your fingers farther away. You need a metronome to practice this, and it takes time. It takes time. It takes time. So if there is any other thing I need to add to this, I'll basically just drop it in the description or in the comment section and all that. I hope this video has been helpful to you though. I hope it's been helpful. So another question that Victor asked was that okay, and also to understand the AB type of chords. So for example, okay, in that my song, referencing that song, My Heart Cry, you guys should stream, by the way. My name is Sola Alabi. Just Sola Alabi, My Heart Cry, on Apple Music, on everywhere, iTunes, Spotify, YouTube Music is there. It's a nice song, actually. I released it a while ago, but yeah, it's, trust me, the song is an inspirational song, guys. Yeah, so we're done with the commercial, with the advert. So basically, yeah, at some point I sang, look up to the hills. Yeah, I'm on key. Whence come my help? I know it's from the Lord. I cry, oh, oh, never forsake me. This key, this chord, this is A chord, A major. So I played this over this note, which is B. So A major over B, that's A with the B on the bass. The bass note is B. But when you write it, you write A/B. A/B. Right? So gives you this. If I want to spell the notes out in respect to the key, do, right? What I have here on A is going to give me fa, la, do. So I'm playing this over so. So the progression itself is 5, so, but I'm playing 4 over 5. So fa, la, do. Right? So in this, I've muted the string number 5 because I do not need it in the chord. I can actually use it because we're on E, so yeah. But for it to be more neater, I don't think I need that one. And this is a bar chord. It's not an open chord in that case. So I have this. I just use a part of my thumb here to mute it. I can as well use my, place it like this, use my ring finger to place the note on the bass, which is B. Then start my chord, falado, like that's A major. Pick my A on string number 4, fretboard number 7. Then my middle finger on fret number 6, string number 3. Then my index finger on fret number 5, string 1 and 2 to give me. And with my tremolo arm to give me that some sort of vibrato. These are over chords. These are chords of slash chords. I call them slash chords. Yeah, you have like B over this, A over this, and all that. So they're basically guitar chords, right? They're basically guitar chords. So I hope this video has been helpful, and I hope it's not too complicated for the beginners, because my videos at this point in time is basically to reach out to everybody. You understand? Even though you're just starting to learn the guitar, you would have picked 1 or 2 things from this video today, and you've added that to to your chord library already. So thank you guys for staying this far, and I basically just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for supporting. And if you have more questions, please send them in. I'm going to take time to explain them. And just like I rightly said, if there's anything you're still not getting, you want, or you want private lessons, I do private lessons. It's a paid class. It's a paid class. You can reach out to me via mail, or reach out via the comment section. You can just basically reach out to me. I'll contact you. Or yeah, my mail is going to be in my description as well. Just reach out to me, and you can go through my Fiverr gigs as well. I record guitars and all of that. Thank you guys for staying this far. So yeah, please remember to subscribe. Please subscribe to my channel. Share this video with your friends learning the guitar. If you're just starting, or you've been playing for a while, you could learn one or two things from we all learn a part, you understand. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Remember to give this video a thumbs up. Turn on your notification bell so you get to know when I have a new video out and all of that. So thank you guys, and see you on the next one. Bye.